Have a great day, everyone. Welcome to another episode on our GAITF eLearning website or platform. This time, we will be discussing how to navigate into our e-learning platform and at the same time, how to interact and how to go into the lessons and the subjects on the platform. To start with, may I invite you now to our e-learning platform through our GAITF portal page or website. So if you try to take a look, on our website, you have there the icons which will redirect you to the different pages, website or e-system that we have. So at this premise, what you're gonna do is just click on school. You have there about resources, SIDAC for SIDAC department. You have their school for school department. Okay, let's go back to home. I'm able to click the icon. So just choose the school. Then after that, there will be a pop-up menu. Then click on e-learning. That is the first way around. The other way around is just scroll down. Then click on e-learning. Okay, from e-learning, we will be redirected to the Global Academy Institute of Technology Foundation e-learning site. So from here, last time we discussed about how to create a login credentials. Now, since we know already how to log in, and we already have our login credential that is already been activated. When we say activated, it was been already validated by the session manager or the platform manager. So at this time, we can now log into the system. So we only need two. Okay, we only need two important credentials. The first one is your username. The username is your GAITF ID number, and the password which was the one you designed or you have created. And sometimes when you miss, for example, if you enter your ID number and enter a wrong password, a wrong ID, then you click login. The next time around, or maybe in the next succeeding login, you will be asked now for what we call security features, that you will be asked for the images to be typed on the box provided for. So what you have to do is only copy the image, the characters. There are usually how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters only. So again, let us try now to log into the system using your ID number as your username, then your password. Then on the next line, on the next box, just copy the character for you to log in. If you entered it erroneously, then again you will go back to the login credentials. At this time, you're able to log into our e-learning website. So this is now what we call our My Course page. On your My Course page, if you click here on your top menu, this is My Courses page. What you can see here are the list of subjects that you are being enrolled or registered. So in this case, you are now considered as a junior high school student, which is grade 7. So for grade 7, you have the different subject for grade 7. And to go through with it, you just click on a specific subject that you want to enter. But first of all, let us try to master on the My Course page. On my master course page, please take a look on the left side. We call it the left column, and the center column. On the left column, you have the inbox. Inbox are where your email address can be seen. So you just click that one, and you will open your email address. At this time, you do not have any email yet. So again, let's go back to home. If you want to go back to the home listing of my pages, okay, just click on My Course. Then the compose is for you to create message. If you want to message your teacher, for example, so click on message, then click on the whom to send. For example, if you want to send that to Sir Matusalim, then just type Matusalim, and you can see who are Matusalim registered on the system. So if you want to send me a letter, then you will type Edgar and you will see how many Edgars you have there. Edgar, which 1002 you can send. So for example, if you want to send me a letter, then you just click that one, then put the subject. What is the subject all about? For example, I want to enroll in EM1, for example. Then if you want to attach any credentials or file, then click choose file. But if you don't want to attach any file, then do not click choose file, but rather go down or scroll down. But if you want to send a message through voice, if you are using your cell phones or your smartphone, then just click on start recording. Then after start recording, then just end recording, then send to me your message by just clicking send. Okay? But take a look, you just click send message. So when you click send message, you will have there now a message has been sent to Edgar Alegre. So you can see now that your message was being sent. To go back again from then to go back to your course, just click on my course. At this part, I want you to master the two on this episode. I want you to master the two top menu item. Item number one is my courses, and item number two is social network. Now, when we see my courses, this is what we call the digital weave, smart weave. And when we see social network, this is now what we call the social weave. So there are two kinds of content that we're going to interact with each other. Again, as I say, on the my courses, it's more on smart web. But when we talk about social network, it's all about social web. Okay? So starting here, if you want also to look at your courses history, then you can click on courses history so that you can see what are your courses before. But at this case, you don't have any because this was the first time that you log into the system as grade 7 student. Sorry. Again, let's click on my courses. Then we will now again redirect it to this page. Now, the next thing around is that if you want to enter into the subject, so you just click which subject you want to get into. For example, if you want to go to Math 7, then click on Math. You scroll down and click on Math. Then after clicking on Math, you'll be redirected to the page. Now, please take a look now on the page. We have there, these are what we call the left side toolbar, and this in the middle, this is what we call the center toolbar. Okay, these are the center toolbar and the left side toolbar. Okay, these are toolbars. Okay, when you see toolbars, these are icons that you can click to redirect you to any corresponding pages in the course. Okay, for example, if you want to click on my subject description, then you can read here what are the description of the subject. If the teacher already encoded what is the topic or what is the description of the subject. Now, if you want to check on the learning materials, just click this one. Learning materials, click on the folder and you will see, and you will be redirected to the learning materials. If you want to check on the learning materials, then you can see the content on that folder. So at this subject, you have the corresponding files or PDF files. For example, if you want to check which one of which, for example, Math 7 Palado first PDF, when you click on that, then the file will open, or you can download the file. The file will be downloaded. But if you click on the subject as it is, then you can open the subject. So there are two ways, either to download or to open. When you click this logo, that is to open. And on the other side, you can open and you can view the subject. So look at here this one, the new window, open in the new window. So when you see open the new window, you can proceed to the new window on the icons, and the file will be open. And if you want to download, just click the download. And if you want to preview, just to preview on the page, and you can just see preview, and the page will just pop up on the screen. So at this time, it's trying to pop up. Now, let's go back to the first one, which we chose to open on the new page. So this is now what we call pop-up, okay? This is what we call pop-up. When you see pop-up, you can see that on the same page. So there are three options to view there are three options to view in what we so-called documents. We call it, the first one is to, the first one is to open in a new window. The next one is to download, and the third one is to preview. When we see download, you have to get a copy from the system going back to your flash drive or going back to your storage device. If you have USB, if you have your laptop on your memory, if you're on your cell phone on your memory, and on your laptop on your hard disk, or if that is a desktop, you want to save it on your hard drive, then this is what you're going to choose. You're going to click on download. But since we try to use open in a new window, so we will be redirected to the other window, and you will see the content on the new window. So this is now the content of that file. So you can read what are the essential activities that the subjects will undergo, and what are the mechanics, what are the learning materials from Monday to Friday, what are the lessons and subjects to be discussed. This is what we call the DLAM. So for grade 7 to grade 10, your teachers on the e-learning will have the DLAM, but if you are grade 11 to grade 12, then you will have the CDAM. So again, you have the DLAM for grade 7 to grade 10, and for grade 11 to grade 12, you have the CDAM. But regardless, grade 11 or grade 12, you will be having your curriculum map. So for example, here, let's go back, what is curriculum map? So since this is a grade 7, so you have here a curriculum map, and at the same time, you have the DLAM. Again, you have the DLAM and the curriculum map. When we see DLAM, grade 7 to grade 10. When we see CDAM, grade 11 to grade 12. Now, again, grade 7 has curriculum map, and you have the DLAM. So these are the two essential e-learning content that you need to have a copy, or you have to check from time to time, because this is the course of the lessons and course of the learning process. So let's go to now on the let's go to now on the curriculum map, and let's try to check on Sir Palado curriculum map. Just click on that one and open. We will open that in a new page. So we click the download. We try to make sure that we click this one, open in a new page, so that we can view the file on the new page using the browser. This is now what we call now the curriculum map, and the other one is the DLAM. So what is curriculum map? Curriculum map is what are the content, the standards, competency, assessment, activities, resources, and institutional core values that are essentials on the corresponding topics. Okay, you have your topic set, lesson 1, basic ideas about sets. Okay, so that's how it works. And if you would like to look at on the activity, on the series of activity, then you will refer to DLAM for grade 7 to grade 10, or CDAM for grade 11 and grade 12. So if you want to check what are the essential activities for that, then go here. No, this is now the essential activities under lesson number 1. Okay, so this is how it works. Now, for example, if you want to check on the assignments, so there are 3 aspects here that you have to master always. First is you have the description, subject description. You have to master where are the learning files and where are the assignments. This is the assignment button. And the 4th one is the learning path. Okay, what is learning path? I will discuss learning path later on, okay? But let us go to now to assignments. Assignment is used for you to check if there are series of assignments that are being required to you to submit. So at this instance, there is none, because we are still going to start the class. So, but on the series of lessons, on the series of activity, from time to time, you can see list of assignments that are being posted here, which you have to comply and to submit. Okay. Now let's go back now to the My Course, or if you want to click the home menu, then you will be redirected to the home menu of the lesson. So this is now the lesson home menu. So again, from big toolbar, you have now the corresponding icons. So you have the forum. You can go through with it. Forum, these are links. When you see links, there are a series of links provided with you. These are texts. If there are texts that will be to you by teachers, announcement from your teachers here. If you want to use where to save your files, you can upload it here. Now, if you want to join a group, among yourselves, and you can click group. If you want to chat with somebody, you can click here to chat with anybody. So you can chat. This is what we call the chat room. Okay? So you'll be open now into the chat room, and this is where you chat. So let's close that one. So this is how it works. And going below, you have the glossary, notebook. If you have some notes that you want to save, you can save it here. Then your attendance is being recorded here. From time to time, your teacher will check your attendance on the e-learning platform. Then the course progress. When you say course progress, the status of your learning. So at this time, there is no status yet because we have just started. Okay, let's go back again to click home. So this is now what we call the whole series of the icons available to you to access when you go to the different parts of the e-learning platform, on the e-learning platform. Okay, now, let's go back to my course. Now, some of you might think, what is e-learning? What would you mean by learning path? Okay, let's have this one because this one has already a learning path. Now, learning path is nice because learning path is very nice because it will lead you to the series of activities in a sequence. When you see sequence, you know what are the first lesson, second lesson, third, what are the activity in between, what are the exams or quizzes being required or being conducted, and what are the essential assignments that are given to you, and that is the purpose of the learning path. If you want to check on the column, when you check the icon for the learning path, just like a series of books is one. Or if you want to the side menu, you can have the learning path here. Okay? So either way around, you use this one, you use this one, that's totally the same. So you will click that one to go to the learning path, and you will see this one. This is now the title. So what you can do, you're already now 15%. So in other words, you already started the process, but you are still on 15%. So let's try to go into now the learning path. So just click the title. When you click on the title, then you will be redirected to the page. Then once you are redirected to the page, then you will be on the last topic where you left. So you are on this topic where you left. So for example, let's go back from the top. So you just click that one. If you want to review the lessons, if you want to review if that was already discussed, and you want to review, there's no worry. You can go back anytime. So the first lesson, second lesson, third lesson, fifth lesson, even you are already on the end of the lesson, you can still work back by just clicking on the content, per content on the learning path. Now take note, all of the check are part of the learning path that you already undergone, that you already performed or you already completed. So this one is not yet mark check because you have been read that yet. But once you click this one, for example, on Entrepreneurship Facilitator, if you click that one, then the file will open. Take note, wala pang check. There's no check yet, but when you scroll down and when you comply and read on that, then that will be marked check later on, okay? So again, let's go back now. You try to take a look, it's now being checked. In other words, you have already finished that one. So if you want to move to the next and open the file, so you now will be moving to the next file. But please take a look, you are now 21% as of now. So 21% of now, then you read this materials. After reading these materials, if you completed all the materials, reading all the materials, then you move to the next slide. After moving to the next slide, if you move to the next topic, then the previous topic will be checked, will be marked check. And once that is being marked check, you will see now on your rating skills, on your rating skills as your status on the lesson is now moving up to 25%. So again, now you're not going into the lessons. Then if you are done with the lessons, then you will move to the next. The next is what? The next is entrepreneurship 2. Whatever completed, if you jump to entrepreneurship 2, then what is checked is the entrepreneurship. But you miss the other topics. So if you want to go back, there is no worry. This is good with e-learning. You can move to the next, you can move to the next, and you can go back to what is being left behind, or you can go back to where you miss. But again, mind you, this is now 28%. If you go back and click that one, so you take a look, your progress bar now increased to 31%. So in other words, you're already able to make up the requirements because you go back. And it is your duty to read and read on the learning materials. This is an individual-paced learning as an e-learning. The role of your instructor is only to guide you along the way on the corresponding topics and activities that is being required to you to perform. And at the same time, your coaches, your instructor, or your teacher is there always for you to provide coaching in the process of learning. Okay, now, if you reach to the bottom, on this instance, you are required to submit a feasibility study. So how to submit? It's been provided here. You to just click upload. And once you click the upload, there is a box now that will require you what file to be dragged in or to be uploaded to. No? So this is how. If you do not know what are the template for feasibility study, then try to go back to the previous topic because the previous topic has the feasibility study for format. Okay, so you just download that one, and when you download, you can have the copy on your hard drive. So that's how it works. If you are done with the lesson, okay, then just click this menu bar, and this menu bar will guide you. If you want to remove this one, the left column, if you want to remove the left column, you just click that one. If that is so annoying, and if you want to return the left column, just retain that one. And if you want to know the information about your status in rating, so you just click I and you will know now the status. In other words, you have completed the following lessons, but you miss the 2 here. And if you double check on the left column, you can see that you missed the 2. So that is the percentage now. And there is a time spent. So your teacher knows how much time you spend. So at this instance, I can say you only spend 46 minutes. 46 seconds. So if I will be your teacher, my conclusion is not you are not reading the materials. Because why? You only spend 46 seconds. We monitor and we track student performance. Okay, to the next slides. The next slides will consume you 10 minutes to 15 minutes, but you only finish that within 1 minute and 41 seconds. In other words, you are not also taking attention or you're not focusing your attention to the learning materials. You just only scroll it and you are not reading it. So that's how you interpret. So mind you, whatever you do into the lesson, you are properly monitored by your instructor, and your instructor can see the progress bar as what you can see on your screen. Okay, so try to take a look on this. Your feasibility study, it takes only you 1 minute and 24 to download. But on the feasibility study to submit, it takes you 1 and 57 minutes to upload. So every activity you perform or you do within the system is being properly monitored. And that's how teacher will judge and will give you advices on how to do with the lesson. For example, if I will be your teacher, I will require you to go back to number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, because you already missed these lessons. Why? Because you only wrap up the lessons. You are not reading the lessons. You are not understanding the lessons, nor you are taking taking attentions or putting your attentions on the lessons. In other words, you just wrap up it and go through with it without even reading it. So that's the interpretation of the My Progress bar. Okay, for example, if you want to go back on the lesson, just click on the home, then you will go back now to My Course. So that's how it works if you are done with the lesson. So that's what we call the smart web. When you see the smart web, when you go into the lessons, you are properly monitored, and all learning content are being provided on the e-learning platform. And your teachers only what can do is only monitor and track your progress and your performance. So in other words, whatever you do, whatever you perform online, your teacher can see it as the way you see it. You're on your progress bar. Okay, so that's what we call the smart web. Now, talking about the smart web, on the other side is the social web. When we see social web, that is how are you going to interact with your classmates? How are you going to interact with your teachers? And even to the admin staff and faculties and others in the in the community or in the institution. When you see community in our institutions. So whoever registered on the system, you can interact with each other. So how? The first one, which I already told you, that you can send messages, you can send messages, you can receive messages from anybody else within the system. But it is one good. When we see my courses, this is about the smart web. Again, when we say my courses, this is what we call what? The smart web. Now, if you go to the social network, that is now what we call the social web. So in other words, we are now moving from smart web to the social web. What do you mean by social web? When we say social web, we're going to interact with each other. We're going to communicate with each other. We're going to collaborate with each other. And we're going to refer and work with each other on the same platform that we have. Okay, on this instant, this is now what we call the social network. On the social network, this is what we call now the left column, the middle column, and the right column. Okay, I'll say it again. On the left side is what we call the left column. On the middle is what we call the middle column. And on the right side is called the right side column. Now, what is on the left column? On the left column is all about you, all about your files, all about your activities, all about your messages and your files and other pertinent documents, all about you. Now, on the middle, it's about communications. It's about social interaction. It's about social media. Okay, you do Facebook, right? This is the same as Facebook. For example, if you would like to post something, post, hi. I say, hi, hello, everyone. Hi, hello, everyone. Then you will attach a file. You will attach what we call, you attach a file. For example, you're using your GAITF documents. Hi, everyone. We say, welcome to my page in e-learning platform. Okay, this is an example. It is not complicated things, just to make fast. Okay, you just post. When you post it, then it will be posted on the system. So you have now here your post. Okay, so you can see this is what we call blogging. This is simple as blogging. When you blog, or if you don't want to put graphics, only text, then that's what we call tweeting. Okay, when you just put the text without others file attachment or only short messages, we call it tweet. But if you add articles, you make story, you present discussions or points or any narratives, and that's what we call blogging. So again, on the middle is about your activity. Now on the right side is about your partners, your friends. It's about friends, it's about your skills, it's about your interaction, who are your friends. So if I will take a look at who are your friends, then I will go on the right side. If I will check what are your activity, I will go on the center side, on the center of the screen. But on the left side of the screen, only you can see it. Okay, on other aspect, but other only can view part of it. Okay, the same as Facebook. You know Facebook, right? It's totally the same with Facebook. If you are used with Facebook, that's totally the same principle that we are using here, that I embedded on this program. Okay, for example, if you want to add me, because you just say Allegre or Edgar, you type Edgar. And when you click Edgar, you will see how many Edgar there. Okay, so if you want to also to look for Allegre, all the family name, then you can see how many Allegre are here. So if who Allegre you want to be friend, you just click with them. For example, if you want to be friend with the executive director as Allegre, then click on send invitation. You say hi. Then when you say hi, then you will now be friend with Mr. Allegre. So let me see, for example, let me open on the other page so that we will try to interact with each other, okay? And I will show you how people interact. So in other words, on the system, having friends on your social network is very important. Just like with Facebook. On Facebook, you will only enjoy if you have lots of friends on your friends list. If you don't have friends list, so in other words, you have only less interaction. So if you have more friends list, then you have more interactions. So that's why. Okay, for example, you send you send a friends invitation to me as executive director. Then what will I do as executive director? I will accept your invitation. So if I will accept your invitation, if this is your file, you already accepted me, you already sent me an invitation. If you click on your social media, there is no list of friends yet. Why? Because I haven't accepted your request. But once I accepted your request, then you will see now me on your list as your friend. Again, let me see it again. Once only the one you invited to be friend accepted your request, and that's the only time that you can see a list of your friends on your friends list. Okay? Is it clear? So to make it clear, let's go back to your presentation. To your presentation, let's go back to my presentation to your account. Okay? Now here, what we're gonna do here is now refresh the page because I already accepted you. How to refresh? Just click on the social network. Since I already accepted you, then you can see now here as who is your friend. Your friends now are listed on the right side. If you want to chat with him, what you're gonna do is click on chat. Okay, click on chat. Then after clicking chat, okay, we will try to work on our system because we have a slow internet connection now. Okay, let's just refresh our page. So since we have a very slow internet connection, since that's already your friend, you already have a friend. So what you do is if you want to chat that one, just click on the lower right side of your browser. You have there the chat disconnected. In other words, you have not connected to anybody. So what you're gonna do now here is just click on the chat disconnected. Then for you to check the connectivity. Hold on a minute. Our system is not working this time. We have a very slow internet connection at the moment. Okay. So you just click the chat box. Sorry, it's not working at this time. Why is it not working? Because the system, we have a very slow internet connection. Okay. So after you refresh the page, you can see now that you are friends like this one. You are now friend with anybody. Okay, hold on. Where is my menu? Maybe okay. So if you can see now, if you look at on my friends list, you can see now I have so many less of friends for Edgar Allegri. But if you go back to your own page, okay, let's log in. Let's log into your page. Let's log out. I was able to log into my own account. Let's go back to your account because I just accepted your request. That's why I log into my account, other account. Okay, enter your password again. Then click login. Now I will. If you check now the social network, it shows now that we are friend. Okay. It shows now that we are a friend. If you want to chat with me, just click the button there on the chat. But at this time, we have a very slow internet connection. It matters on your internet connection. But if you have the fast internet connection, then you can chat anybody here. Okay. So that's how it works. And the rest is just a matter only if you want to search other friends, you just go to search here or type the name. For example, you type Matosalim. Then click enter. Then you can see who are Matosalim. So if you want to be friend with Matosalim, just click send invitation. So that's totally how it works on the platform. So if you have any questions, please don't worry. So I already discussed to you about Smart Wave. When we say Smart Wave, these are the learning content within on the top menu, that is the e-learning content within my courses. And when we talk about my social wave, then we are talking about social interaction with each other. So I hope I was able to uh, introduce to you the GAITF e-learning platform on the aspect of uh, smart wave, and social wave. So I hope everyone now will be able to navigate along the way and navigate to our e-learning platform and website. So again, if you have any questions, do not forget and do not hesitate to send me your concerns and send me your inquiry via support ticket. And again, God bless and more